The United States has announced new sanctions on Russia over its alleged interference in America's 2016 presidential election and in cyber attacks. The sanctions were announced by the U.S. Treasury Department. They target several entities, including Russia's Federal Security Service. The U.S. has also sanctioned 19 Russian individuals and several groups, including 13 people who were charged in February by Special Counsel Robert Mueller over the 2016 presidential vote. The Treasury Department says the sanctions are aimed at countering Russia's, quote, destabilizing activities. The Kremlin has vowed to hit back. Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Rybakov says Moscow is preparing retaliatory measures. He said the Trump administration timed the sanctions to come ahead of this weekend's presidential election in Russia. U.S. intelligence agencies claim Russia interfered in the 2016 presidential campaign using hacking and propaganda. Moscow has strongly denied these accusations. Now, former diplomat Michael Springman says the U.S. has not provided any evidence to back the latest accusations against Russia.
Trump has no proof of this. He is antagonizing deliberately the one country that has half the world's supply of atomic bombs, which is growing stronger by the day under President Putin. And I think the comment about Trump's statement being timed to occur just before the Russian elections is a valid one. The United States has repeatedly interfered in elections all around the world. You name the continent, you name the country, the Americans have been involved in some fashion or another. And it's beyond belief that these people are doing this. My contacts in Moscow are outraged. They say, we want to see the proof. And, of course, Trump and his allies, supposedly, can't come up with any of it. And the worst of it is, of course, it's spreading and it's bipartisan in the United States. I was watching TV just a few minutes ago, and Senator Mark Warner of Virginia, a Democrat, he was saying that President Trump hasn't gone far enough with the sanctions. And they have no concept of what the Russians may do in return. They antagonize them for no reason. They are putting troops and weapons all around the borders of Russia.
Now, the special counsel looking into Russia's alleged influence on the 2016 U.S. election has subpoenaed the company established by Donald Trump. The Trump Organization is to hand over documents related to Russia and other issues under investigation. Robert Mueller, who was probing Moscow's alleged collusion with the Trump campaign, is reportedly seeking to broaden the scope of his probe to examine the influence of foreign money on Trump's political activities. Mueller is investigating efforts made by Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, to get foreign investors beyond Russia to back the Trump Organization during the presidential transition. Mueller has so far indicted 13 Russians and 6 others, including 4 former Trump aides or staffers. Trump has warned Mueller against focusing on his family's business transactions.